I just got done watching the movie Exit 8, a horror movie which is an adaptation of a game of the same name. The game itself is a very simple yet entertaining game. So you spawn into the subway station hallway where you are trapped, and to get out you have to follow three simple rules. If you find an anomaly, turn back. If you don't, keep on moving. And exit through exit 8. Very simple on the surface, but actually if you get to play the game, you will find how complicated it can get. You have to focus on certain details and doors, posters, and tiles you're walking on, because if you fail to notice them, you'll find yourself back at the first exit. The movie takes this concept of being lost in an endless hallway and your only way out is your sanity, and tries to expand on it in a very interesting way that actually doesn't hurt the source material while critiquing the Japanese society. We will discuss all of that in a minute, but first let me tell you something. ما تنسوش ان انا حاطط لكم PDF في ديسكريبشن الفيديو ده في كل الكلمات والفوكابيلاري اللي انتوا سمعتوها في الفيديو ده وحسيتوا ان هي ممكن تكون جديده عليكم او صعبه بالمعاني بتاعتها بالعربي، عشان حابين ترجعوا لها PDF ده في الديسكريبشن واكتبوا لي رايكم في الكومنتات في الفكره دي، هل حابين مستفيدين منها ولا لا. Now I will be spoiling the events of the movie in this video, so if you want to watch it, click away. But anyways, the game is very ambiguous, like you don't know anything about the identity of this person you're playing and how they got to this place. They just seem to be very normal about it. But also the very nature of the place, like is it some lab experiment or another dimension? The answers to all of these questions are unknown. And even after you win, you don't know what happens. It's just a white light that shines and nothing else. And a lot of this is carried into the movie, but unlike the game, the movie actually gives us a main character with motivations and character development. But his name is unknown and we're just left to call him the Lost Man. He takes the subway to his job, and the subway is seen full of people also commuting to their work, implied by their outfits. A woman is holding a baby and the baby starts crying loudly, and a man starts shouting at the woman to make the baby stop. But no one seems to care or react over this woman being shouted at and attacked for no reason. Not even our main character. He escapes from the situation, which is something that will haunt him for the rest of the movie. As his partner herself is pregnant. We learn this from their conversation on the phone, and we learn a lot of other things actually. We can infer that he is a cowardly man, escaping from situations and not being able to take firm decisions. And since they were about to break up, his partner leaves it up to him whether they want to keep the baby or abort it. Now, our main character accidentally enters the game by taking a flight of stairs. It is very confusing and misleading at the beginning. It starts messing with his mind through different anomalies, most of which are encountered through the real life game. Something wrong with the posters on the wall, door handles not in the right place, crying babies in locker rooms, blood, and so much more. Some are very obvious, but others are just detailed and unnoticeable to our main character that they trick him into starting it all over again from the first exit. And in the hallway, there's a reoccurring walking man that is also picked up from the game down to his creepy appearance. But the movie actually gives him an interesting backstory. The walking man was just a normal man, stuck in whatever test this is. He seems to be very close to actually exiting as he reached exit 6. But his sanity seems to be deteriorating as he begins to lose his temper at the child he found in the hallway who is also lost. And he is tricked by the woman that appears to him just as he appears to our main character. She suddenly starts talking to him normally, which is supposed to be an anomaly to him from the beginning, but he just doesn't notice that. He continues to try to talk and engage with her in conversation. She asks him about what he thinks of this place and if it's hell or purgatory. But just as she starts glitching and behaving abnormally, he escapes and learns that this isn't a human. But ultimately, this man is tricked by the game and doesn't listen to the child, and his punishment, he's now forced to walk endlessly in someone else's game. The lost man continues the game and takes the child with him. Unlike the walking man, he actually listens to the child. He protects him, proving that he actually fits the father role perfectly. despite his hesitations. And the anomalies test him by his fears of becoming a father and facing his own reality. But at the end, he faces all of that. He manages to save himself and the child. He manages to get back to the real world and decides to go to his wife and take the final decision. وبس ده كان رأيي في فيلم اكزيت 8. أتمنى يكون الفيديو عجبكم واستفدتوا منه. اكتبوا لي في الكومنتات هل في أسلوب معين أو طريقة معينة في الفيديوهات حابين إن أنا أبتدي أدخلها، طريقة لعرض الكلمات أو أي حاجة عشان تقدروا تستفادوا أكتر وتحصلوا حصيلة لغوية كبيرة من الفيديوهات دي. اكتبوا لي كل ده في الكومنتات، أحب أسمع آرائكم. وما تنسوش اللايك والاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل الجرس، وسلام.